Hello, everyone. It's the Jarek Brian Show. We have an amazing show for you today. We've got the Morts on. I'm a huge fan. I'm a big holder in this project. And we got Sean. Sean, how's it going, buddy? How are you?
Fantastic. Happy to be here. Finally.
Oh, yeah. No, this is great having you. I love the fact that you're here. The artwork for Morts is amazing. But before we talk about all that, right? There's so many things going on with Morts, and the artwork is great. Let's talk about you. What brought you here to Web3? And talk about your journey all the way to Morts.
Yeah, so I think I got caught up in this whole crypto thing about 3 years ago. Just had some friends talking about all the money, all the hype, the bitcoins, and everything just went crazy. And I was just like, yeah, I had some spare money I could put in there and maybe do some fun GTN things, flip some things. It went kind of crazy. Spent a lot of money on buying different shit, saying it for quietly. I didn't really know what I was doing. And also being here for 3 years, we have seen a lot. And maybe some of the other guys have seen more, but definitely we want to educate people so they don't do all the same mistakes as we did, spending a lot of money buying all of different things, a lot of rocks, let's say that. But we learned a lot, being in a lot of different communities, so I'm just educated now. I feel more educated. We're learning every day, but just. And this whole Web3 thing is just, I love the communities. Definitely, I love the art. Maybe I'm a little bit more artish. So I was diamond handing too much because I didn't want to sell all my good NFTs. So the whole trader thing was not really my best experience. So it's better to be on the other side.
Yeah. And this is great that you've done this with Morts, right? And a lot of people don't know with Morts is that, so I don't know, we use this term a lot, rug, right? And I don't know if you would describe it as that, or maybe it was something more of a failed kind of like project by the original founders, or how would you describe the actual like original founders? Like, what was it wasn't so much as a rug, but I guess they kind of like maybe got in over their head. Or could you kind of describe that?
It's a delicate way to say it, but I would definitely not call it a rock, because I think the intentions were good, and many of the visions that they made are the visions that we built, the life cycle that we come to also, but also the art is amazing. So they did a lot of cool things, and the plans were there. They have a great team with a lot of members in it. They built it up for quite some long time, and maybe they meant it a little bit early because the art was second to none. So minted that in the right circumstances would definitely be an instant sellout with this. But yeah, definitely just it was not the success that they were hoped for, and yeah, they ran out of money. So some of them left, and some of them wanted to stay behind. But it was, that experience was actually quite nice. It was being not abandoned. It was just slowly laying up to the people what they wanted to do with it. I remember being in the AMA. I don't know if you were there also, where I think it was one of the founders. What do we want to do, and what are we actually going to do? And so it was quite calm at that point. They were just wanted somebody else to do something or invest some more money in. So it's not really a rock, but definitely I found out that it was a lot harder to take over this project than it first seemed like. It was not just about money. It was just all of these things that wasn't paid, and all the allowance to the accounts that was really it felt a little bit hostile at some time. So I was really sad about that, because I was like hyped at the Morts art, and I know I wanted to buy that. And when I got approved to pay all the things and also the artist, so we can get the art, I was just so happy. I can remember the first 24 hours, I was just telling people, yeah, I got the art now.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I own it all. I don't have to buy on the secondary. I can just look at all the pictures on my computer and just build what I want for the project. But yeah, the next 14 days, I was just struggling getting all the accesses, and it was really a crazy period.
No, I agree. And I was there for that, right? And it was basically, I just remember being so like disappointed though when things started kind of going down, right? Because the artwork was amazing, right? And I was glad that you stepped in and kind of like took over things and everything like that. And as far as the original teams and then your vision for the project, it's still kind of pretty much the same, correct? Both divisions kind of lining up.
Yeah, especially we already have the art, but the life cycle is one of their babies. Getting a lot more art out of the artist, but also doing it in a gamified way is pretty much what I also bought it for. I bought the art, but also the vision of what they also wanted to do. And I know with my previous experiences, I could take it to another level. So it's just spiced a little bit up. So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that too, and I'm glad that you're kind of here. It was very, how can I say, it was very risky of you to actually do that, because your reputation's like on the line, right? And people are gonna say like, hey, well, wasn't that the project that that didn't rug or didn't pay, but you're taking it under your wing, right? And you're here saying like, no, because like everybody here in the audience should know that none of the old team is a part of this. It's you. You have 100% control, correct? This is all you.
Yeah. I own it 100%, and we have no co-founders, and we have no other than our employees. It's me all the way. So it's all on the line. It's my pretty face out there taking a beat, because obviously we want to do great things, but people still some sees it as a rock, and if they weren't there at that point, when they see my face, they will maybe think of the first. They will see the logo and they will see my face, and they will probably think, "Oh, he's the rocker." so we want to support him again. But it's definitely great to talk about it as much as we can, because people need to know it.
Yeah, no, and like I said, this is 100% new. There is no, like I said, you're the guy. So everybody that here that's watching this is a new team, whole new everything, guys. So definitely give the artwork a look see, and what Morts. We're going to talk about this later. What we have kind of like going on, get down the line. But I will say this though, that one, what kind of made you step in and do it? Because like I said, this is a huge deal, right? I mean, you're putting and I'm going to say this right, but I mean this all well. You're putting your ass on the line, right?
Yeah.
What made you step in and save this project?
Yeah, I think my wife is asking me the same sometimes, because there's obviously a lot of time spending on that, and having just our third kid on the line also was just kind of crazy. But sometimes I've been in the Web3 space, like I told, for almost 3 years, and I have started up I started up 9 companies from scratch, in different marketing, sales, everything strategic about Web2 also. So I knew I wanted to create something on Web3, but I didn't really stick with all the animals, and I didn't know how to create the art, because I'm not an artist. I'm definitely not the one that's going to draw all the the beautiful morts that we have out there. But I know I wanted to create something, and when I saw that art for the first time, I was on ETH trading a lot of gas fees.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I saw the art on Twitter and I thought, Solana, yeah, maybe let's try that. And we signed up and we became an OG in the community, just vibing there, waiting for the mint. And suddenly the mint came, and it went almost sideways. But I never met one guy that said he didn't like the art, and that was just like, okay, yeah, maybe we have something here. We cannot just let it go, because who's going to do that again? I haven't seen that before. The front-facing PFP in that quality is something that is hard to do at the same time again. And I remember the 14 days after I took over, I was just like, should we just try in another way, just making some new art, trying with the new reputation, so they can see my face from the start without all this shadow on it. But I was just like, no, it's too great. It's too great for that. So obviously we stick with it, and I know we're gonna make it anyways. So
the artwork is amazing. That's what drew me to the project. When I first saw it, I was like, man, hey, this is insane. Like, this artwork is really too good. And what everybody should know is that the artist you have the original artist, correct? This is the guy that's going to do the rest of the collection too, as well, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to take over the project without having him on the sidelines, making sure that he can draw the next pieces. Because as we come to the life cycle, we need all of our family and the same drawings. I don't want to do to find another artist each time, because then the quality and the vision will be different. So that was the most important thing, that he wanted to create more for us, and of course he needed to get paid for that. At first he wanted to make sure that it was rentable also for him to continue making art. But like I told New Punk, which are a talented artist from the start, my vision is to create a brand for Morts, and if we do that, he will get the credit that he really deserves, because he's not known for the things he can do yet. So yeah, hopefully we can get him on the map also.
Yeah, he should. I mean, the art, like I said, guys, like when you watch this video, right, and when you check out the whole Twitter and everything like that, it is some amazing artwork. That's why I stayed. That's why I kind of like held on too, because just it speaks for itself. But we're gonna go to the big thing, right? The huge thing, the elephant in the room, right? The life cycle. Can you explain what exactly the life cycle is?
Yeah, it's really like the name says. It's just the full circle of life. Obviously, it doesn't start in the chronicle way, because we start with a grown-up male. As we see now, the male morts are grown-ups, but they will go and look for a female. And when you go into stake your male mort in this life cycle, you will earn XP by going into these different tasks, earning your XP. When you have enough XP, you will unlock a mint, and you can mint that for free, your female. And after that, you will basically stake them together. They will have a kid. You will stake them all together, and the kid will grow up to a teenager. Stake them all together, and they will grow old. Later on, there will be a burning mechanism, so we don't dilute the whole all the collection. We cannot have 5 collections with just 5,000 each time. So we need to have a structure, and especially like when you grow old, you will burn them, and you will start all over again, just like life.
That's really cool.
So that was also the dream when I saw that the first time. It looked like, I have heard something before. Have somebody done it? I really don't think so, and not in this way. So that was one of the main parts of buying Morts also, that was a vision also.
Yeah, no, that's great. And you've teased the artwork for the women, right? And the women artwork, it looks really, really, really good. I mean, I was so hyped when I saw the previews of it, right? And the women collection, right, is something that's going to be tradable, correct?
Yeah, it will have their own collection. So each drop that we make will be a separate collection. So it will be called the Morts Femme. Morts is French, and Femme is also French for female. So it will be the Morts Femme. And afterwards, the kids will have their own collection, and again and again. So it's basically one NFTs that turned out to be 5 NFTs.
So for free,
Yeah.
right? You got to hold the original one, right? But also too, will these women traits, right? Will they have some of the traits from the very first collection, or there'll be different traits? Like, can you speak on exactly like how they'll kind of look? Will they have the same dead vibe to them, or like, can you kind of just say how that's going to kind of go?
Yeah, we would definitely stick with the dead vibes because that will be our identity. Just moving forward, building the dead universe, and all the universe for the mods will be this spooky theme of dead people. So they will definitely have the dead vibes. They will not have the same traits, so we will make new traits for all of the female. That's also a lot of work. There's a lot of new traits. A lot of new skins, hairs, everything is done, just done. I thought at first there will have to be some comparisons with the male, but it was also just too easy to just make it into a female skin, or just make the sweater a little bit more female. So we wanted to do it as a separate collection, so people just, if they don't want to be a part of the ecosystem, just can come in and pick a female because it's the greatest female collection out there. And I'm pretty sure that the sneak peeks shows that we are going in the right direction. And this is just something that Newpunk just did in one day. He's just throwing out 5 or 6 different skins to me and said, "What do you think?" I was just like, "I would take them all."
Yeah.
Let's just start.
He's really good.
Yeah. So definitely the same vibes, but the different traits for them.
So we kind of had like discussed this, right? You kind of mentioned it too as well. Is there going to be like some like 101s in that collection, or anywhere in this collection, or maybe some kind of tipping your cap to other collections, like other like inspired traits, or like how are you going to tackle like that portion of it too? Or are you going to just keep it the same? Because in Morts, there's no really 101s, right? But will this change with this collection?
Yeah, it will change. I love 101s, and I have been so fortunate in other collections also having a 101, which is obviously, and it has to be quite difficult to get one of 101 because obviously the price and rarities are that. But we will definitely have 3 101s, and one of them you can win in the competition we have right now. We have this competition, the raffle, that if you win the raffle, you will get a session where you can design your own 101 that is going to be in the collection. And that was just something we want to show off a little bit because we could. And just imagine, I've seen a lot of custom 101s in my time, but it has not really been in the original collection. It has just been some cool traits that people can use besides the collection. But this one is going to be in the collection. So other than that, there will be 2 other NFTs that had the 101 traits.
Yeah, I am super stoked for that, right? But I want to go back to the original collection, right? Because when people go buy these, right, these different morts, right? Because once the females come out and everything like that, things are going to go, pretty much insane, right? Everyone's going to want a female, a kid, teenager, and all those things, right? But when they sit down and they look at it, right, and they see badge 1 and badge 2, what does that mean?
Yeah, so it wasn't a part of any original idea, because when we took over, the first team was so lucky that they minted 29 out of 6,666. So I was thinking, like, I have almost 4,000 JPEGs on my computer that people haven't seen of Morts, and we know we love the art. So we have to get them out of on the blockchain, and the only way to do this was to mint again. And we wanted to do something to tell the OGs that we appreciated you staying around, because the project was dead. The team has almost left, and there was no money left before we took over. So it was just, we will make 2 different trades. We will do some perks for the batch 1, the OGs, and we would do the batch 2, which is the second mint. It's basically the same collection, just having divided in 2 different perks. And we did it. I can remember also discussing in the council, what should we do for the OGs, and I was just like, what can we do that is sane enough to really show that we appreciate them? I was just like, people said they are so glad it was a community member took over, so let me give back. Let's just give 50% of the rev share for the mail collections back to them. And people were just like, oh, it's for 1 month, it's for 2 months, it's for 3 months. No. I'm pretty sure that we're going to build the brand that is going to be number 1, so why not do it for life? I was just like, people are saying, are you insane? Why do you want to give 50% of the revenue out? But it's for the community, and we don't. So we are in this together, and it's important for me, because we cannot build the number 1 brand without having the community that we have.
No, and that's amazing. 50% rev share. That's really great, and I just love the fact that that you took care of the community, right? You came back in and you said, hey, I'm going to right kind of the wrongs. Thank you guys for sticking around. But kind of also too, like, kind of going with the artwork and everything like that. When we kind of see some of the traits, right? We see kind of like the the green skin, which I'm a huge fan of, by the way. I fought for weeks to get that, right? And some of the other traits too as well. What are some of your favorites?
I'm really in love with the OGs. The tats, it's just...
it's really good.
I remember each time I'm going to look at sneak peeks that we wanted to post, I was just like drawn to show OGs every time. But of course we needed to also do. But and next to that, it will be the background. I think almost every NFT that had a background, if it's the graveyard, if it's one of the others, it just looks amazing. And it's also cool to see them as PFPs, because it gives something else to the PFP than just having a front facing without background. But yeah, the OGs and the background is just crazy. But it's when I look at the collection, I'm just like, sometimes I just look at the computer and say, oh, I haven't seen that before. I really need to have that. But I forgot something, that I was actually the owner now, so I couldn't just go and buy them, because that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
I also told you in the council that I just wanted to buy them all, because they were just, there's so many cool traits.
They said the artwork to me is like really having something I hadn't really seen, and a human PFP too is really something that's kind of like a little hard to do, right? It's very especially with the amount of detail and the tattoo work on the shoulders and everything like that is really, really good. But also too, so we have, like I said, we have this life cycle that's coming up, and you have actually partnered with somebody pretty big. Who is your partnership that's actually going to be doing the life cycle?
Yeah, I shouldn't also have told you before, but we really don't like to talk about who are building it, because all of that works. But we are partnered with a major, some of the guys that is going to build this for us. So I want to keep it a little bit under the radar until we actually accomplish it in a couple of weeks. I'm sorry for that, Jarek.
No, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
We had they are some great guys, but obviously they made also a deal with the old founders building this life cycle, starting it up, and was a little bit burned by that deal. Was a little bit sad that it didn't work out, and didn't really like the way that it was done. So we made a deal that if they were going to help us, we would keep it low key, and let's just deliver the things, and afterwards I will show you why you have to support our guys, because obviously we are nobody yet, and they are somebody. So definitely we will earn our name after they deliver it. So it will be way more fun to talk about afterwards.
Yeah, and besides the life cycle, right? Is there anything else that holders should be like looking forward to? Besides, of course, you have there's a lot, right? Rev share, right? The artwork, of course, is something that you can put on anything, and it's going to draw attention, right? But do you have maybe like merch coming, or do you have any other things down the pipeline that you maybe want to tease or hint at? Like, what else do we have coming to the Morts?
We have a lot, but definitely the next part after the life cycle. So now is the merch collection. So we obviously we want to build a brand. Building a brand, I want as many merch things as possible. We wanted to do hoodies, we wanted to do t-shirts, we wanted to do pants, we wanted to do shoes, caps, everything that is possible. And I have done clothing before, also worked with designers, and so close before. So we have the connections to do it, and I also already looked at some prototypes. I was not at all satisfied yet, because I wanted to be 100% sure, and it has to be the right quality. It has to match the brand that we want to build. So it will take a little more time than it is now, but it will be there, and it will not be so far away.
Yeah, no, and I'm excited. Like I said, I'm there like every day, and of course, talking with of course, when you get me and EPAS, which is another council member together, we pretty much rug everything up just like usually. But can you actually kind of say though too, like besides hopping in the Discord, is there another way to kind of connect with the kind of community besides like I said, the Discord? Do you have any spaces at all?
Yeah, every Thursday we have our community space, which is just alpha and us vibing. It's the voice of Morts. Ipas is going to talk, and also I'm going to be there. Hopefully, we can have you as many times as possible.
Of course.
But it's just the vibing spaces. For me, we can do spaces every day. I'm not sure the wife agrees, but definitely we can do as much spaces as possible, because I want it to be different than a lot of other founders. There's a lot of great founders that are out there, but I wanted to do to be transparent, to be there as much as I can. Is me showing the face that is we are going to work on it, and just being transparent. It's very important for me that people sees my face, because the space we are in right now is crazy. We're seeing one rug after the other. It's just crazy who you can trust, and I don't say you have to lay everything down and just trust me 100%.
Yeah.
Just us guys putting our face out to that. It wasn't even necessary for me to dox, but I was just like, we have nothing to hide, and I want people to see the vision. They have to believe for us to be number one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another strategy that's important for us to be there.
Oh yeah, and like I said, I'm on board with it. Everybody's on board with it, right? And I just love the fact that you guys have like kind of grinded through and everything like that, and you kind of resurrected this project. But I do want to ask you though too. I've always kind of wanted to ask you this though, but do you sometimes, like I said, with kind of, like, I know you did get a lot of pushback from like different developers, right? The mint and everything like that. At any point in time, did you ever like kind of regret it, or were you kind of like, no, this is what I want to do, and that's it?
It's I never 100% will never regret that I did it, but it's hard being a founder or owner, especially when you believe 100%, and you also have to. Of course, everybody cannot believe you and the same vision that you have, but it's when you believe in something that much, it's hard sometimes taking bullshit. The when and why are you doing this? Or give me value for my money, give me my investment back. A lot of
when Lambos.
Yeah, death threats also in the DMs. I will kill you if you don't give my money back. Everything is, of course, it's hard, and sometimes when you believe in things, it has to be hard. But there's nothing. Definitely, there's no turning back, because we went all in for some months ago, and I don't need my sleep back. Now I also have a newborn, so I don't sleep anyways. But I will never regret it, and we're going to push until we be number one. But there's definitely ups and downs, and also that's why we have the council, where we can sit and I can sometimes lay out my frustration. Like, why are people shitting at and selling them for $1 when I think they should be thousands of dollars worth? But obviously, we have to be the guys earning that and earning the trust, because for me it's way more worth than that, and also I know what I have inside my head, and I'm trying to explain it as much as possible. But if everybody believed the same thing I did, we would definitely be rolling from now. So hopefully that will come.
And Sean, like I said, like you've been like great on the show and everything like that. But I do kind of want to ask you this, right? A year from now, where would you like Morts to be at? In a perfect world, right? Let's say, the world doesn't end, right? We don't explode each other and everything like that. In a perfect world, where would you like Morts to be a year from now?
You will go to magiceden or your favorite launchpad, and you will see Morts at number one. And 1 year from now, we will sit at the graveyard party, which is our IRL event. We will fly you in from the States. We will fly you to Europe, to our unknown place, and we will have this event for all the holders, just celebrating that we made the first part of our journey. So that is our 1 year plan, and the dev map, which is our roadmap, is a 1 year plan. So it's 100%. It's 1 year. And then we're going to do the next roadmap.
I can't wait. And like I said, super bullish on this project. Like I said, I'm on the council. I love what you guys have going on. Love everything about it. But Sean, before you go, do you have any community members you want to shout out? Do you have anybody you want to shout out? Or is there anything else you want to say before you leave?
I'll just... We talked also a lot of things with our communities. So I'm there talking to people every day, and obviously with the things we went through with no floor price when we took over, no money from the old team, hard to get the Twitter account, and had to start it all over again. At first, we really didn't deserve the community that back us up. So the community is just have been amazing. Been there all day, rating Twitter. I don't know, Elon, what you're doing with the algorithm, but please fix it, because mods are going to be on top. You cannot keep it down for any long. But 100% the community, and just my council members, you, Epas, all of the guys in there are just amazing. That's why we're going to evolve. Like I said, I don't always have the best ideas. I have a lot of them. I have thousands of ideas. But we need also your council members, ambassadors, to help us grow. We cannot do it. It's not a one-man show. That's not what NFTs are for, in my opinion. It's for the community.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I can't wait to see where we're all going to go. Morts is going to be, like I said, on top. Morts is inevitable. Morts never die, right? I just want
Yeah.
to say, Sean, thank you so much for being on my show, man. I appreciate this. It's really huge for me. I'm going to come in. We're going to kind of just kick all this off, and I hope to see you at that IRL event. But guys, this wraps our show. If you like content like this, please like, comment, subscribe, download, follow me on X, follow Morts on X. I have all this stuff pinned down at the bottom, and I will see you guys around the blockchain. Take care.